Oh yes, hello.
Hey, I'm calling in regards to the complaint that you've raised with us around Cadent and your gas meter.
Hang on a sec, let me just get a pen and paper, get some details of you. I'm sorry, you've caught me a bit unaware, you see.
That's alright.
Give me a second, please. Okay, yeah, continue, mate. What's your name, please?
Yeah, my name's Will Shepherd. I'm calling from the Assets Department at ACCOURD Housing.
Will Shepherd. They calling from the
Assets Department at ACCOURD Housing.
Assets Department, ACCOURD Housing.
Yeah.
Okay, mate, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I'm contacting you regards your complaint that you've raised with us. It's saying that you've received a notification from Cadent that your gas meter's been removed and that this isn't safe.
Yeah.
And then it carries on to say that Status has provided you with a gas safety certificate advising you that there's no gas at the property.
Yeah, that's good.
Cadent has told you that this is not valid, and they want to take it to court.
Well, not that it's. I think that's a bit of a mix-up. It's not Cadent wanting to take me to court. It's SE trying to take me to court under the 1954 Escape of Gas Act. But Cadent.
So an electric one to take it to court.
Yeah, it's the SSE is the electric company, but Cadent have been here. Well, from my investigation, well, I can say on their afters, I've got evidence that the company that they've passed this data through is called ExoServe. Is a company.
Yeah, I know ExoServe. Yeah.
Well, do you know who it's owned by? Hello?
Hello. Sorry. Say that again. Sorry.
Do you know who it's owned by?
No, I do. I am aware of the company ExoServe.
Well, it's owned by Cadent and SSE.
Right.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I mean, right. This is the information, and I've had a gas meter removed, and I've not had a gas meter removed. There's no gas here. I've got all the evidence. I've supplied them with a gas safety certificate. I thought that would be the end of it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. In the end, if you've done, we will get this resolved.
It's what it is, mate. They're going to do this again to me now. I mean, I can read you the bit from the letter if you want. It will make a bit more sense than what I'll do if you want.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just read this. Let me just get the letter.
Yeah, by all means.
It just makes completely no sense. This, and I'll read. Let me just find this section. Sorry, let me get my glasses.
No, don't rush.
So I've got two sets of glasses, you see, one for seeing and one for reading.
That's fine.
And I always could never find the pair that I want.
I say don't rush.
I'll read this bit. Cadent, it's a paragraph, it won't take too long. Cadent wrote to 20 August explaining that we were being made aware that the meter has been removed and that an inspection would follow. You have explained that you've provided a copy of the land homeowner's gas safety record, that's you, safety, as evidence that the visit was not necessary. I note the comments on this record read no gas carcass, no gas meter. However, for the purpose of the intended visit to inspect the gas, even though we can understand the comments on this gas safety record, we cannot accept this as evidence that the gas has been inspected and complies with the appropriate regulation. And from my understanding, that sentence there basically says that the gas safety certificate that I've got is not valid. And if mine's not valid, you've got 31 people in this block whose gas safety certificate's not valid.
The gas safety certificate that's been produced is valid. What I think I need to do is contact ExoServe on your behalf. If you're not happy for that to do so.
Do you want me to read you the letter from ExoServe?
Have you?
Yeah, hang on a second.
Have you got access to email?
No, I don't do emails, mate.
No. Okay.
You could just bear with me a sec, mate. I know I've had to open a complaint because the person I spoke to yesterday wasn't very helpful and wasn't very nice. She told me that I couldn't make a complaint, and I didn't want to make a complaint. I just want to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Well, I'll help you.
Let me just read you. I'm bringing the ACCOURD as a last resort. I've put subject access requests in. They ain't honoured them. I've put complaints in. They've ignored them. They won't provide me data. They won't provide me anything. I mean, I'll read you now from ExoServe. In this role as a central data services provider, ExoServe acts as a data, and this is my subject access request response, acts as a processor for its customers and is not authorised to release information it holds. We only be able to respond directly to you if we've been instructed to do so by your gas supplier, and we currently do not have this authorisation. Well, for starters, I don't have a gas supplier. That's what they've sent back to a subject access request, and that.
Is your home is an all-electric property?
I've explained.
An electric boiler.
What might be easy is if I was to send all the evidence that I've got to you.
Yeah, I would go to that, and then if you're happy for that,
yeah,
I will resolve this on behalf.
It's what it is.
Close it down.
Mr. Shepherd, they won't speak to me. They won't talk to me. I've tried. I've sent. This is a subject access request. They've just denied that.
Well, they'll speak to me because we are the landlord. We are the property owner.
Yeah.
As ACCOURD.
Well, bottom line is what's gone on here, mate, is what I can ascertain. And I've had to do all these investigations myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In ExoServe, this company is owned by Kendent and SGN, which is owned by SSE. You know, they own this company, ExoServe. I've had to find this out, like, do you know what I mean? And these are the people who've got the data on their systems that have said that I have had a gas meter removed from this property, which makes me a danger, I had the gas visit one day after a letter from SSE saying we're taking you to court under the 1954 Escape of Gas Act. And the Ombudsman, I've reported to the Ombudsman's just said it's all coincidence. It's not coincidence.
No. If the meter has been removed...
Mate, I haven't had a meter removed.
At some point, I don't know how long without checking the records, I don't know how long you've been at the property.
Well, see, what it is I know, I've had to look into it myself, and what it is, they sent a letter saying the gas meter had been removed 9 months ago. Now, the legislation around gas meter removal says that if a gas meter has been removed within 12 months, I'm sure you know this anyway, like, you know what I mean? If a gas meter has been removed in 12 months, there has to be an inspection. Well, yeah, I understand that, but not if a gas meter hasn't been removed. And by them claiming that a gas meter has been removed from this property, authorises all them to do all this. Why is Cadent going out its way to prove that I'm a gas threat? It doesn't benefit. The only person who benefits here is SSE, who's tried to take them to court under the Escape of Gas Act. And I know it looks like conjecture and it looks like some kind of mad conspiracy, but all my evidence points to SSE and Cadent working together to say that I'm a gas threat. And they've done exactly that. I've got the videos, I've got the evidence, I've got the phone calls. Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to supply me this evidence. They just keep fobbing me off, mate. Even to the point where I've supplied them a gas safety certificate, and I've read to you from the letter that's not valid, and we both know that's not true, don't we?
Yeah.
Come on, mate. We know you've got access to the records of you know that this whole property is all electric. You know, I know you know because I know. I had the woman from Cadent. I spoke to her. I'll send you all the recordings. I spoke to her, and she said that they was going to send gas people to the other people. Because my address says 21, that's what they've got on here. So what I said, have you sent this to everybody else? And he went, no, but we will be coming to check. I said, well, how can you come and check on a property that you know for sure is all electric for a gas issue? That's just to justify what they've done to me. So and I've got the recording and I'll send it to you, mate. So she said that she's going to send more people to these properties for gas issues because your gas safety certificate, according to Cadent, which masquerades as the national grid, that your gas safety certificate's not valid. It's not accepted as evidence. When my understanding of it, that it is accepted as evidence. It has to be, doesn't it? Because I explained to him, I says, ACCOURD housing is not some backwards 70 quid a room mattress on a floor, pump, lump something landlord. This is an accredited housing association. And I said, do you think for a second that a property that they allow rent would be any kind of a gas threat? You wouldn't, would you?
No.
I know that, and you know that. So I don't. And Cadent have gone completely out of the way to say that I am a gas danger here. And like I says, who do you think this is for?
We know you're not.
Oh no, you're not. But what it is I'm going to go to court, mate, with this.
No, you won't. You won't. Please not worrying about having been taken to court.
Mate, I mean, I know you don't understand this. See, what it is, mate, you don't know what's going on. What's just happened is, I've took this to the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman's ruled in SSE's favour. They've said that they can basically take me to court in a criminal court, because magistrates is criminal, under the 1954, which is an health and safety issue, for a monetary issue. And they're going to do this to me again.
You are not. It's not going to happen.
Mate, I've just had to have the warrant withdrawn, so you can't tell me that it ain't going to happen again. I've literally just stopped a warrant from going to court by SSE because of all this. I've literally just stopped a warrant 2 months ago, and I've got the recordings. I'll send you. Well, them on YouTube. You can look for yourself, mate.
Well, this is the first, me personally, I've heard about it. Now, I deal with the gap contract through ACCOURD house.
Yeah.
And you will not have to go to court.
Mate, I've just stopped. I know you keep saying that, and
But you just explained to me.
Yeah.
I'm explaining to you now. It will not happen. Okay, now because you've spoken to me.
Mate,
Details from you.
Thank you. Your phone call is reassuring, right?
We will close this down.
But I know this is going to happen again. It's going to be happening again pretty soon. Because SSE are relentless. They don't care that they're taking me to a criminal court for the money. This is a monetary issue. I've got a monetary dispute with SSE, which is a civil matter.
Gas supply.
I don't have any gas here at all. There is no gas. You know there's no gas.
No.
It's like they've been doing this to me for months now. I've come through to you as a last resort.
Well, ACCOURD, me as the face of ACCOURD, speaking to you now,
Yeah.
we will support you to stop being
Harassed?
viewed by SSE in the future.
Well, what is, mate? I'm being harassed, you see, and like I've got mental health issues. I mean, I've just stopped them taking me to court in stealth because what they want to do is they want to take me to court in stealth mode, so I can't defend myself. Applied for the 54 warrant in conjunction with the 86. The 54 warrant to allow them to break in, that's the gas warrant that I don't have, and the 86 warrant to allow them to fit a prepayment meter without my consent. Because according to the 2006 ppm regulations, they require my consent. But then two things together, the 86, they don't need my consent, and the 54 warrant for the Escape of Gas Act allows them to break into this property here for gas issue that I don't have. And that's what they've done to me. The Ombudsman's just ruled in their favour. I've sent you the letter, they've just ruled in their favour, saying they've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Early next week,
Yeah.
I'll call you back. I'm going to put a minute note in my diary, right? Call you back on Monday.
Yeah, okay, I mean...
Right, and I'll arrange to come and collect any paperwork that you have.
I can post it to you, mate, it's no problem.
Okay, well, I'm more than happy to, if you could post it to the office.
Yeah.
Then, as soon as I receive it...
Well, what I'll do is I was going to do it the weekend, and I'll knock all as much evidence up as I can get to you, and I'll send it to you. If you just give me an address where to do, I'll send it to you, recorded delivery, like so you get it.
For the attention of Will Shepherd, and my surname is SHEPPARD.
Spell that again, please. SHE.
SHEPPARD.
Yeah.
And it's an innovation.
Yeah. Yeah.
ERY.
Yeah, I was just trying to think, where's that now? That sounds familiar for some reason.
Yeah,
Where's...
it's Booth, and it's Booth. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got an internet page as well?
Say that again,
Can
sorry.
I find this address on the internet?
You can, yeah. If you type in those few words there, that.
Yeah, that'll come up. Yeah, okay. That's a problem. Yeah.
It'll come up on a Google search.
Rubio. Okay, mate. No problem. Listen, thank you for your phone call today. I mean, I had a very difficult phone call from the person yesterday. He was telling me I came through to him. I didn't want to raise a complaint, but that woman was that nasty and horrible, awkward, facetious, and obtuse. So I felt I've got no choice but to raise a complaint now.
Well, you'll deal with myself moving forward to resolve this matter and close it down.
Well, I've come for you I've come through to ACCOURD as a last resort because I don't expect you to help me. I don't expect no help from anybody. I mean, I understand that you're a corporation, and I've already got a complaint logged with yourself, so I know I don't expect any help from you at all. But the woman on the phone said yesterday that it was not your problem. But the problem is, it's simple, it is your problem. Because if my gas safety certificate's not valid, you're looking at a class action because you've got 31 other people whose gas safety certificate's not valid. And if I have to go to court over this, they should be going to court as well, shouldn't they?
You've stated quite categorically, and we know that the fact that is an all-electric property as a building, and there is no gas there. So we don't have any concerns with that moving forward. I know the letters that you have received, but we will squash and we will move on, and hopefully you can move on.
Well, I hope so. Well, that's what I'm worried about because, like I said, I sent them a gas safety certificate, and we both know that should have been the end of it, shouldn't it?
Yes, it should. Yes.
But since then, I'll send you the first recording where the first recording they asked for my permission and I didn't because I'm very well aware of the implied rights of access and what that means. That they need access to come in, especially this is a gated community, mate. You know what I mean? I know about the laws regarding access and stuff. And they didn't have, the first time on the recorded phone call, they asked for access. I said, no, I'll send you the gas safety certificate. They said, okay, that's fine. Sent them the gas safety certificate, didn't hear nothing about it. Then one day before the letter landed on my door, saying we're taking you to court to do the 1954 escape house, I had a gas visit the day before, and this guy, he didn't press my buzzer because I spoke to one of the neighbours. He was waiting out there like a bloody predator because if he'd have rung my buzzer and I said, no, you ain't coming here, they've got no access. So what he did was then he stealthed his way into here, into this compound with no permission from me and no permission from yourselves, and that's illegal. He's got an implied right of access, and I've denied the implied right of access, and still they've come here again and trying to say I'm a gas danger. One day before that letter arrives on my doorstep, we're taking you to court. Mate, you have a look on YouTube. You can find it for yourself if you want. Do you want the YouTube site? I'm sick of them, mate. I've uploaded them to YouTube.
Well, if you send me the information as we've spoken through the post,
yeah.
And what I'll do is once I receive that information,
yeah,
I will give you a call back and we can go through it and discuss.
Listen, I mean, I don't have much faith in a lot of things, but thank you for your phone call today. It's been very helpful. It's given me a little bit of reassurance when I just thought I'm going to have to fight this all over again with a court housing. Do you know what I mean? And,
no.
Mate, I ain't done anything wrong.
No, we know that. We know that.
You know what I mean?
You haven't done anything wrong.
I ain't got it. I've explained this time and time again, and nobody is listening to me. Like I said.
Well, I am listening.
No, yeah. Thank you for your help. Thank you for this phone call today, mate. You know what I mean? It's because I'm not worried, but I am worried. Do you know what I mean? I know how to fight this crap from these people. Do you know what I mean? But what I can't fight is if they take me into court in my absence and do all this without my knowledge, because the judge will just pass this warrant, no problem. And the next thing I know, they'll be at my door with coppers, they'll be at the door with drilling my locks and all kinds of things for a gas issue that I don't have. And the fact that I ain't got no gas doesn't seem to stop them.
Right, if you get that information, as you said, to me, then like I said, I'll give you a call back. Yeah. We'll discuss it and we'll see what we can do about closing it down with SSD and Cadent. Okay.
All right, and thank you for your phone call today. I was just expecting just to write my complaint, but I won't write a complaint now. I mean, this isn't a complaint. Is this a complaint or not a complaint?
Well, let's just see how we proceed. It's been registered as a complaint on our system.
Yeah.
But we'll see how we can.
Well, what it is, Will, between me and you, I didn't want to register this as a complaint. That woman left me no choice yesterday. So I'm quite willing to sit down or talk with you without having it as a complaint, if that makes any sense.
Okay, well, I do appreciate that.
Does that sound fair enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what we'll do is then, rather than, if you can, I don't know what you've got to do your end, squash it as a complaint. I never wanted to make a complaint yesterday, mate. She left me I'll send you the recording, she left me no choice. But what I'll do is then, because you've been so fair and nice with me, I won't put it as a complaint against you. What I'll do is, I'll send you the information, we'll sit down, we'll have a chat and we'll see what we can come up between us.
That sounds like a good idea.
Does that sound fair enough?
Yeah, that's great.
That's reasonable, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, we'll proceed that way then, if that's okay, mate.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, what it is, I'll knock this up over the weekend, I'll send it to you on Monday, I'll send it recorded thingy, so you'll probably get it by Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine.
And then
Then I'll contact you back.
Okay then, thank you for your phone call today, mate. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.